Oh, crap. Well, one of us is gonna have to change.
Greetings, warriors! My name's Pruitii, and we interrupt this program to bring you a special announcement! Did you know that Pruitii here has a YouTube membership program? Well, yes, she does! And you can sign up today and join her for these miraculous streams where she draws art and has goofy antics! Yeah! This past stream, she drew this beautiful spring goddess Mila. And you could have watched the entire thing being made right on Pruitii's membership channel. Become a member today! Oh, that was weird. It's time for a Resplendent review. Usual spiel, timestamps next to me on when I talk about certain things. Typical stuff. So, we got Lachesis in Hell, right? We got Lachesis in Hell. Next to me is the tentative hell, aesthetic for her outfit. Main things to focus on is a very gothic look. Lots of dark colors, dirty whites, with a bright accent, glowy bones, which they are only ever doing on, the actual characters from Hell. Wait, what? Come on, IS, please, give the Hell people bones. It looks so good. It doesn't have to be, autonomically correct bones, but come on, just something, because it's such a good look. Flowy, sleeves or skirt type of thing, headgear, metal patterns, the usual stuff for Hell. And now we get to, look at Lachesis and how well she fits into Hell. Sort of. I gotta say, I do love the shade of pink on her. It is such a nice, warm pink color. It's just, chef's kiss. But there's a little too much of it. If you were to look at other Hell Resplendents, they have a bit more of a balance between the bright colors and the blacks and the dirty whites, which she doesn't have really any dirty white. Her white is a lot more pure, but I'm giving her slack on that because it's a cute skirt. I would wear that skirt. It's cute. She has the big cape, which looks wonderful. I love the tatteredness to it. And here's a fun little tidbit. I'm not sure people would have noticed. But if you look at the, in her base pose, I think. Is it in her other poses? Yes, it is. Okay, it's in her other poses. The only bit of red on her is the scarf tied to her sword. I think that ties in to Eldigan. Because, Eldigan is also a Hell Resplendent. And, it looks like his color red. And the rest of her does not have a speck of red. It has this warm pink. So I'm just that is a cool little nod. Her staff has red, but the staff is not. The staff is an accessory, not the outfit. So I appreciate that. Some things I don't appreciate for this is it's kind of the same vibe that I got with Florina. Not as bad. She definitely fits more of a gothic look, but it's still very cutesy. And I think the big problem with it is her boots. If her boots were instead, I know, again, it's part of her original outfit, but if I were to push it a little further, I would just give her stockings, entirely stockings all the way, covering that part of her skin, lowering the boots to create less of a youthful look, apparently, in my mind. Something that fits more having the pink part be gone and more of a woven texture with shoelaces and stuff like that. I think that would have pushed it to being fully gothic and Victorian type of thing. But yeah, I think that's my problem with her outfit is the boots. Everything else about the outfit looks really, really nice. I love the armor on her shoulders, the frills coming off from the shoulders. She doesn't really have a head accessory either, but you know, again, her original design doesn't really have anything like a head accessory, so I can't really dock her points on that. Overall, I think she is a very good Resplendent. Not amazing, not bad either, just good. So I'm gonna give her a 7 out of 10. Wish there was a couple of small changes personally, but overall it does fit very well with what the aesthetic for Hell is. Alright, now let's talk about how her personality and her story fit into Hell. Currently, I have decided the theming for Hell characters tends to be sacrifices for the causes that they believe in. Now let's take a look at Lachesis and see if she actually fits that, shall we? If you don't want any spoilers for Lachesis, please skip to the timestamp, there at the bottom. I'm probably gonna read a little bit more about her because her personality section on the Fire Emblem fandom wiki is kind of short, so I might need to dive into a little more story stuff. So please be warned if you are not familiar with Lachesis. Let's go. Lachesis is a sarcastic and sharp-tongued individual with a strong will. When she is first introduced, she is a pampered princess, but through the events of the war, she grows into a strong and astute woman. She has a great sense of pride and prefers to make her own choices rather than letting others decide for her. Lachesis holds her half-brother, Eldigan, in the highest regard and seems to be more willing to open up to others if they personally know him, as seen by her changed behavior towards Beowulf once he says that he is his friend. She does not consider Chagall to be her king and despises him. She declares that she would rather die than marry Elliot, who is infuriated by her rejection. Lachesis is first seen when Eldigan and the Cross Knights depart from the Nordian castle to fight against the Hurrian army led by Elliot. Lachesis mentions that Chagall murdered his own father and therefore would not listen to anyone, but Eldigan ignores her concerns and departs for Augusti. When she learns that Eldigan has been imprisoned in Augusti for angering Chagall, she also discovers that Elliot is taking advantage of the situation to evade Nordian under orders from his father. She decides to defend Nordian Castle along with Eve, Alva, and Eva, the 3 knights whom Eldigan left behind to protect her. Around this time, she requests aid from Sigurd. Once Sigurd comes to her aid, Lachesis asks him to rescue Eldigan and joins his army. During the following chapter, she can convince Eldigan to stop fighting Sigurd and instead try to convince Chagall to end the war as soon as possible. However, this ultimately results in Eldigan being decapitated by the king, leading Lachesis to declare that she will never forgive Chagall. So that's kind of the basics. There's obviously a lot more to her story and her personality, I'd assume, than what's on the Fire Emblem wiki, but as I haven't played her game, I'm not really too familiar with her. What I do want to say is, I think there's 2 reasons why she's in Hell, Resplendent-wise. One, she freaking adores Eldigan, and she very much seems like the type of younger sister that would do everything her older brother does. I think the top quote on here is I need a man in the caliber of my dear brother. That's why I'll never marry. So she very holds her brother in high regards. So I can see it as her wanting to copy her brother.
Do you hope to grasp death, to control it?
These clothes are from Hell, the realm of the dead. I'd love to hear your thoughts on my new look.
Lucius seems to actually like this outfit. Not sure what he sees in it, but I guess that makes it worth it.
Cease this nonsense!
This outfit makes an apt pairing with the demon sword Mistletoe I wield, does it not?
I'll take your entire stock!
But, fitting in with story-wise, I can see it, but I can also not see it. For the fact is that she witnessed something that was very terrible to her, and I guess you could consider that a sacrifice, especially since she was trying to end the war. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, it really fits. Because I'm trying not to be spoilery here, because obviously people came here if they skipped the spoiler stuff, but she does sacrifice something to end a war. I mean, obviously it doesn't end the war, but she does it with the intent to end a war. So, yeah, I think she fits. I think she fits both thematically and because she's following her brother and being a copycat. So I think I'm gonna give her a 10 out of 10. And now we got to my personal opinions. Personally, I think it's an improvement from her previous art. It makes her fit a lot more with her dancer alt, I think. She still looks pretty young, and I've seen some people complaining about that. I have no gauge of, how old she's supposed to be in the game, but I understand that she is still supposed to be younger. So I think having a younger look to her is totally fine. As I said in earlier parts of, how I think her outfit is, I really wish she just didn't have those boots. But she just had stockings and, just something a little more there, because they feel so out of place compared to the rest of the outfit. And I understand that it's originally part of her outfit. I can still complain, okay? I really love this color of pink that she's got going on. It is such a pretty pink. Chef's kiss. Plus, it complements her hair. And personally, okay, so a little side tangent. I used to have that blonde of hair, for most of my life. So, I know what colors work really well with that hair. And this pink, one of my favorites to match with that hair color. So, she gets a good gold star from me. I love the detailing on her armor. And I love that if you put her next to Eldigan, they kind of just, they look like siblings because, their clothes are very much more similar than their original outfits. But I really adore it. And I'm hoping that this means, refines for stuff. That's gonna happen pretty. Let's be honest. I said that last time we had a healer with Sarah, and nothing's happened yet. IS really hates singers and healers, don't they? They really do. They really do. So I think I'm going to give her probably a solid 7 out of 10 overall for me. In my personal opinion, not counting if she fits into the realm or whatever. I think she's pretty. I think it looks great. It's a big upgrade, but nothing that is magical like some of the other Resplendents are. And now I've talked on and on. Let's put her on my tier list of Resplendents. These are, again, my personal opinion, not how well they fit in the realm. I think she is going right underneath Raven. Right in between Raven and Sanaki. I like hers a lot more than I like Sanaki's, but Raven's has an extra step above her, I think. Yeah, she's comfortably in the bottom of A tier for me. Well, what do you guys think of Lachesis' Resplendent art? Have I been saying her name wrong the entire time? I feel like I have. Please let me know down below. If you are watching this the day it gets published, I am streaming tonight. My usual reviewing your units. There should be a scheduled stream up by the time I post this. If not, check back in later because it should be up. But this is gonna be one that you guys do not want to miss. I promise you that. Why am I evil and cackling? There's no evil thing going on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Keep fighting your battles, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo!